All right, what's going on, dudes, and welcome back to another video on the YouTubes and stuff. Got some updates for you. I want to start off with a very significant topic, because I know I'm going to get a lot of comments about it, and that is, no, my lips, they're not bleeding. I get so many comments about this whenever I stream, like late at night or if the window is closed. But there's a problem with the lighting in the room when there's no like exterior sunshine coming in, and I think this desk lamp is to blame just due to the yellowy color. For whatever reason, it causes my lips to look like they're bleeding. And admittedly, the first time like I saw it happen on myself, I was like, oh my god, oh, why is my mouth bleeding? And then I look at my finger, my finger's fine. I go into the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, it's just the lighting. Okay, but anyway, I need to fix the lighting. I keep saying I need to fix the lighting. I've mentioned this before, but still, I just thought I'd like address it head on at the beginning of a video. No, I do not have chronic lip bleeding syndrome. I don't know that that's a thing, but yeah, don't have it if it exists. Anyway, all right, on to other stuff that isn't lip bleeding, and me sticking my finger in my mouth to prove that they're not bleeding. Okay, I wanted to update you on like Fortress Fury and stuff. Because we are getting pretty close. I know I've said that before, but we really have only like one major thing left. And just in case, I should give my spiel because I haven't given it in a little bit. Fortress Fury is a mobile game that I've been working on with some developers since this past August. It's not yet out. We're still in development, but when it is released, which will hopefully be soon, it'll be a free-to-play game on iOS and Android, and it's a real-time multiplayer competitive firing back and forth between two fortresses dealio. There are a bunch of videos. I'll link the playlist in the description anyway. And I know I'll get a few comments from people saying, what's Fortress Fury? I know Fortress Fallout was a game you were working on. Did you scrap that? Now you're working on something that Fortress Fury. It sounds really similar, but basically we had to change the name due to trademark conflict, cease and desist because of the Bethesda Fallout franchise dealio. That's all. So the game is formerly Fortress Fallout, now moving forward, Fortress Fury, which I like the new name. Seems like most folks seem to like it as well. So yeah, good stuff. The one final thing we really have to nail down is just getting matchmaking working like super well. Up until this point, we'd been using like a certain back-end system, and we just hadn't been super happy with it. It never seemed to be really stable. So basically last week, we just decided we're going to switch to another backend that we already had implemented for the real-time data going back and forth when firing projectiles and whatnot, but we hadn't been using them for the actual matchmaking code. So we decided we're switching it over to them, and that's what has been really going on this week on top of finishing up the tutorial. So the tutorial is in, and we should be ready really soon to launch the third round of beta testing, which we're hoping will be the final round. It's essentially, the plan is for it to be a pre-release of the game, just to ensure that, hey, everything's where it needs to be, so that we can submit the game. So if all goes well, we'll be submitting very soon. Again, I don't want to give like a date on it, because then if we don't meet that date, it's like, well, sorry, delay. But we are really close, and that is really the last hurdle to overcome. But I bring up beta 3 because we actually are going to be doing an open beta on Android, so that we can hopefully get like a whole bunch of people on the game at once in order to like test the stability at higher concurrent user numbers. So the idea is I've linked a Google Plus page in the description. I know you're like, Google Plus, what's this? I don't like Google Plus. It is what it is. In order to be a part of the beta, just due to the way Google sets up the system, you gotta join that Google Plus group. It should be really easy to do. Just click the first link in the description. It'll take you over to the page. Hit join on the button on the page that it'll take you to, and just make sure you're hitting join on the same Google account that you are signed in on your phone with. All right, so if you're signed in at bobjonesmith@gmail.com on your computer, just make sure you're also signed in at bobjonesmith@gmail.com on your phone as well, so that the accounts line up when we do release the beta. So you just join that group, and then once we release beta 3, then I'll tweet and Facebook send out the link that you just have to follow, and as long as you're in that group, you'll be able to go through the download process, which will take you from that link into the Google Play Store, and you can download it and then play it up. If you're on an iOS device, we will have to do the same email invite system, which is capped at 1,000 people per test. But we can keep cycling new invites. But the big goal here is hopefully Android folks, it would be awesome if you can join that group so that we can, when Beta 3 is ready, get a pretty large amount of people on at once to make sure everything is running smoothly. And fingers crossed. So yeah, it'd be a huge help if you Android folks would not mind doing that, and hopefully we can get a lot of people on it. So again, first link in the description, click join, and then when Beta 3 is ready, which it's not yet, I'll let you know via Twitter and Facebook and all that good stuff, and link you, and yeah. So that's what's going on. Want to make sure that we're doing enough tests to ensure that when we ship the product, it works. That's the main concern, because if you can't match with other players, then, well, that's kind of what the game is about. Anyway, in other news, all other things are basically just going along as they usually do. Mostly daily live streams and working on other projects in the background, and then just trying to keep up with the 2 videos a day dealio on the YouTubes and all that good stuff. So yeah, lots of things going on, but for the most part, everything is running as it should, basically. Yeah? Okay. So, yeah, that said, I mean, Fortress Fury was the main thing I wanted to update you on, just because we really want to try to get like as many people as possible on Android, at least, into Beta 3. So hopefully I will see you over there. Check the link in the description once again. And yeah, let's make this thing ready to go in a very short period of time. All right. Well, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed and stuff. And that is about going to do it. So yeah, on that note, I guess I'll see you guys all later.